of January 13th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bennett? Mr. Blattle is excused. Ms. Burdo?
Present.
Ms. Jordan?
Present.
Ms. Reinsch?
Present.
Ms. Williams?
Present.
Ms. Zizit? Councilmember Smith is excused.
Did you get me? My mic was off. All right, let's do the pledge. And our newest member gets to do the pledge with us. All right, here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah. Before we start everything else, I need the approval of the agenda, please. All those,
I second it.
I got first and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
They need the approval of the minutes of the last meeting on December the 9th, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I would need everyone to say aye that would like to say aye for the minutes of 2024.
Aye.
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 Okay. Deborah, would you like to introduce yourself, please? Tell us about you and what, you got 25 kids or, and you got to press the button.
I have to push the button, okay.
Yep.
I can hold it?
Yep.
So I'm Deborah Bennett. I live off of Bryan and Feisey Road there with my husband, who just retired. I work 3 jobs. I'm working on my master's in law at Yale online. I have 3 children and 6 grandchildren. We're avid tennis players, and we're learning pickleball. And we play a lot of golf. I work at Winghaven Country Club in the morning. I work for the city of Lake St. Louis in the afternoon. And then during tax season, I work at H&R Block during the evenings and weekends. And I'm glad to be here, be able to assist and add some new ideas and thoughts. I volunteer for the prosecuting attorney's office in St. Charles County and learned a lot about what's going on with all the elders within the communities. And I think I can add a lot to our committee with that. So I'm glad to be welcome.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, now, old business. Well, we don't have any citizen comments. Oh, we have one guy hiding behind the post out there. New business, the senior fair. Do we have any updates on what we need and what we don't have or what we...
So to start off for me, I reached out to all of the 30-ish vendors from last year and some additional vendors that have expressed interest already. I've got 9 returned applications so far, which is a good start. And then the flyers are in front of you, and then I would be happy to print off some additional flyers as well if we'd like to distribute them to local businesses, the senior center, et cetera, and I can have those available for pickup at the Renaud Center. We'll have half sheets available. And then also I have a few extra applications with me in paper form, or if there is some businesses that you guys would like me to send them to, I will take those suggestions as well. In terms of donations, I supplied you guys with a donation letter that we typically use for most of our events. So any questions or anything else that you would like to know from me?
Okay, what are we serving? Anything at all?
I'm going to be asking the Sweet Spot to donate donuts again this year. I'll ask for 6 dozen. I'll let you know what they say about that.
So I just want you to know that St. Charles is the following week on a Thursday, senior fair, so we did get in there. But so I'm going to reach out to Scooters again for some of the coffee. I have Sarah from Boxes and Boards coming to do a demonstration for us. I think we need to think about whether we're gonna do Elvis or what other kind of entertainment. A tap dancer, she's actually gonna get me in contact with one of them. Do we want the swing dancers? Elvis is really great but loud, so I think we just need to think about who else we want there, so we can kind of get that out, and then Darcy can share it about like when these people are coming, so that we get more people to stay and interact.
And my other thought is to have it start a little later, like us start at 9, but for them to see the vendors and all that, and then bring in.
Yeah, that was one of the
Something.
suggestions last year was that I think we started Elvis probably a little bit too early because there was still quite a few people making their way around and they couldn't quite hear what the vendors were saying. And some of the vendors couldn't hear their like interactions with the public. So I think that's definitely something kind of from all sides that would probably be better if we choose to go with Elvis again this year is to probably start him closer towards the end.
We started at 10:30 and we end at noon, so he does an hour and a half.
Okay.
So maybe we might want to do something that might not bring all that loud noise.
Okay.
So that people have already gone around, we can keep them to stay if we have something they can do, like Sarah's Boxes and Boards is not. But I wouldn't bring her right in at 9 either. Be a little later, so if we can all just kind of think about what we want and finalize that, so we can get that out to the seniors. And then this year we are going to take names at the door, so we'll need help with registration from the committee or check-in. So we want them to fill it out, so when Darcy sends out, that she can send out information to people who have joined us before, which is something we didn't do last year.
I'll volunteer to do the names and get them at the door. I can do that.
I can volunteer for anything you need me for, too.
Yeah, put me down too.
Okay, so,
And you can put me down.
all right,
I
so
just
we'll-
have to leave early, like 11.
Are we wanting to
get there
do
early, right?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
What time we to get there? 7?
I think last year we got there at 7. We opened up doors for vendors, I think like 7:45, 8 o'clock-ish, and had everybody set up by 8:45 if possible. For taking names at the door, are you guys wanting to do that with paper or electronically, like on iPads on some kind of form, or do you have a preference or anything like that?
I do not have a preference.
Okay. I will see if I can get us some iPads, so maybe that it can just come straight to me through like a form or something like that. So I'll see if I can get us some iPads for that day. Okay.
Will you do the diagram that you did last year
Absolutely.
that I'll actually read?
Absolutely.
All right, anybody else have anything?
I was just going to add for the new members, just because last year was my first one and I didn't know all the ins and outs, that if you have any business or anybody that wants to donate a gift card or service or a goodie, we'll do a raffle throughout where people have a little ticket and we read their name and they get a little prize.
Okay.
So we also have bags. So anybody can put anything in the bags for free. So if you guys want to go around and see who wants to enter information into these bags, then we can get those kind of stuffed ahead of time. And the bags are already ready, so the sooner I can get them over to Twin Oaks they'll help do those, or we can do them that morning. It doesn't take very long.
Anybody else have anything?
Darcy, I have a contact that I will give to you after the meeting. Okay?
Thank you.
I do too. You want me to just email it to you?
For sure. Yeah, that works.
Just remember to press the button so everybody gets recorded. Because Dorsey has to go back and do the minutes, and she likes the recordings because they work very well.
They do. They do.
Darcy, how many did we sell last year? How many tables, do you remember? And did we have any extra? Like, what's our cap as far as fitting into the trig this year?
30 was what we had last year with, I think, 28 or 29 attendees. There were some that had to pull out the day of. Cap-wise, if the city's going to be supplying tables again, which that was kind of what we had decided, is between 30 and 40 comfortably. We would be running out of tables at that point. And we're going to pull from multiple locations, drop them off early and get them set up. But between 30 and 40 would be a good size. That's what I'm thinking based on the layout that we had last year with kind of the spacing and the chairs available for everybody to sit and enjoy everything. I think that's probably going to be our best bet, is between 30 and 40 vendors.
Okay. And then
we've got the fire department on there to come, right?
Yes, the fire department, St. Charles County Ambulance District, O'Fallon Police Department have all been contacted about it. The only one I've heard back from so far is St. Charles County Ambulance, but I will reach out to all of them again.
For the newbie here, how are you going to advertise all this?
So it is in our current rec guide edition. So that is the brochure that is half of the recreation department and then half of the city. And so that's in there, as well as we post this on social media. It's on the city calendar website. There's various promotional ways that we advertise this event.
Do you put it like on Facebook? Do you put it like on Facebook and things like that?
Yeah, we'll have a Facebook event on the recreation side, and I believe that the city page also typically either is in conjunction with that or shares it, so that way a lot of our residents see it.
And
How about a poster like at the senior center and the Y and all that stuff?
I can definitely hang something up at the senior center. I'm not sure about other businesses about how they feel about that, but that's certainly something we can do. Or I should say ask about.
anybody else have anything? Before we talk about March the 18th. 19th is the senior fair, but the 18th is a special evening where the candidates will be asked questions by the Youth Council and the Senior Advisory Committee. So think of questions. That's the first one. Last year, 2 years ago, I guess it's 2 years, maybe 3 years ago, we asked the question, what would you do for the seniors? Now, that was the question that went out ahead of time. This year, I'd like to have our questions so that we have the opportunity to ask the new candidates, what will you do for the seniors? And the old candidates, what have you done? And some form or another of saying that differently each time, so that we act like we know what we're doing as seniors. We haven't gotten to that point where we don't know what we're doing yet.
Do you need us to submit questions to you ahead of time?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I need the questions as soon as you can. You can email them to me, or you can text them to me. And my text number is 314-550-4303. And I think this is an opportunity for the seniors to be in the limelight of asking questions and realizing our city. I forget the number. Craig, can you help me with the number of seniors in the city of O'Fallon? It's an ungodly number. About 90,000 or something? No, not that many. But anyhow, it's about 40,000 of seniors. We only have about, you come up with it? She has the seniors?
Oh, I did. I didn't know you were still waiting.
Yeah, I was waiting on you. You give me the answer.
Mike,
Yes,
do we have a list of the candidates?
I have not received it yet. Darcy, you see if you can get a list and what ward they're for, you know.
Okay.
Okay, our total population at the last census was 94,891, and 11.6% of that is 65 and older.
So 11% of the city is seniors, probably higher than that now. Anybody else have any questions? Would anybody like to say anything before we sign off for this evening.
I've got a list of the candidates, if you want me to read them off.
Yeah, go ahead.
The mayor's running unopposed. Ward 1, we have Oliver Wexler, Arnie Deanoff, and John Roth. Ward 2, we have Brian Boyer running unopposed. Ward 3, we have Steve Cascella and Rose Zook. Ward 4, we have Jim Ottemeyer and Amanda Taylor. And Ward 5, we have Debbie Cook unopposed.
Can you give that to Darcy? So she-
Yes, I will.
And that way, we want to let them know that we are going to be there to ask questions, so that they have at least a heads up a little bit.
Can you repeat again who was Ward 5?
Debbie Cook.
Debbie Cook unopposed.
Thank you.
Do we have a time?
6:30 is when it starts, and probably have to be there around 6, so you can meet the young people in this world. The Youth Advisory Commission that the mayor has started many years ago. And the Youth Council has done a lot of great things over their years of doing things in the city. I just hope that they can continue to do it. So we're going to fill in with them, and we'll have the youngest, and I guess I might be the oldest. I'm not sure. But anyhow, we'll have fun. And that's what it's all about, is getting people to understand and see what we're going to be doing as, you know, it's our opportunity to announce our 19th date, one day ahead of time. And if you'd like to, you know, all you seniors out there, if you'd like to come and visit with us tomorrow morning, we'll be at the, So, anybody else have anything they would like to bring up?
I have got the recreation report, if there is nothing else.
You're on the thing here.
All right. So last month we saw 62 new senior and insurance memberships for the month of December. And then this month we just started a new session of aqua aerobics, and there are 172 participants in our January classes. As far as programs, we have the Senior Learning Institute seminars. Those are the third Friday of the month from 9:30 to 11. We had around 20 participants for our December section. And then our upcoming ones are on March 21st. The theme will be Your Home on Steroids. March 18th is going to be Personalized Medicine. And May 16th is going to be Bridging the Gap and Supporting Seniors. Additionally, we had our Dine and Discover event that was for the Scrooge play. That sold out and received lots of good feedback from the participants and was a great learning experience. And OTW, as normal, does a great job. They did a phenomenal job with the production. We will be having another one for the complete works of William Shakespeare. So that will be going on sale shortly. Probably the end of January is when I'd like to see those tickets available. We had our Board Basic, which is the charcuterie class with Sarah from Sarah's Boxes and Boards. That one was in November, but we will be having another one in February that is for Galentine's Day. So grab your gal pals and join us at O'Day Lodge for that. We've got a couple of trips coming up after our Neil Diamond one to the Fox. We'll be going back for Shucked. So that is in February. Excuse me, I didn't write down the day. But those tickets are on sale right now. You can give us a call at 636-474-2732 for those ticket information. Dinner, transportation, ticket pricing is all included in those. And then we are going back to the Muni for Jersey Boys. We will be going this summer and visiting. We're going to be eating at their new dining center there, and then we will also be getting a tour of the Muni stage. So that is very exciting. We're very excited about that. Any questions on any of the programs that we've got coming up? Thank you.
Just so everybody knows, our next meeting is February the 10th. And that's a special day for myself.
Is that your birthday?
It's my birthday, but it's also my anniversary. So I had to do it that way because my wife can't remember dates. All right.
I'll always remember it's my brother's birthday.
Well, I need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 I have to do that.